We have reached the semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome, everyone, to Glendale, Arizona. This is the Vrbo Fiesta Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for this semifinal collision. Return starts from inside the 5. Will be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The Wolverines will get the first crack on offense today. So here we are, the semifinal stage, the final 4 teams with a chance to win a championship. Every stage of the playoff, Kirk, a little bit more intensity, a little bit more pressure, and now the winner tonight can head off to the national championship game.
Yeah, it's unbelievable how much is at stake for both of these teams. And to me, what I've learned in watching these playoffs, the bigger that they've gotten, is that the teams are able to deal with the mental aspects of the game and deal with the challenges that come with that. Who can endure this pressure is the team that's going to have the advantage and eventually is going to advance to the national championship.
Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy's off to a great start in this big playoff game.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. Penalty sets him back, makes it first and long. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Now here's the toss play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Here's the second down play. Ball handed off. Spinning out of the tackle. Brought down, but broke the tackle to produce a solid gain there. Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. Out of the gun now on third down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down. The Wolverines bring their punt team onto the field. Punt goes out of bounds. Looks like they'll spot it near the 15. So Georgia's offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. Let's check out the impact players in this game, Kirk. Guys that are going to have to step up and deliver. To them, coaches are counting on them today.
Chris, I think these are the guys that show the most consistency, and I think that's why we're showcasing them, and they're going to have to be able to step up and not only make plays, I think provide the leadership. Coach has told us all week that these are the guys that really are unique.
Breaks into the clear. They finally bring him down, but what an explosive play that time.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
One explosive play has set them up at the opponent's 40. Handoff here from the shotgun. And they try to run inside, but nowhere to go. Now it's second down here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Here's a screen pass to the running back. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. He'll be taken down. There is a flag in the field. We'll see if this sack holds up. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. The Dogs will line up to kick it away. First punt of the game now. Look at a pin him back deep. And that punt will just bounce out of bounds, so no return. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to lose yardage here. The defense pursues and forces him out of bounds. He went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking for a man deep on the right side. Oh, the pass is picked off. Could take it all the way. He's at the 50. And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. Can they begin to click now? Here comes a first down pass attempt. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Brought down after a short return, but the interception gives the offense the football at the 40.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
And the offense trots back out on the field again. Toss play. Back heads to his right. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. Rough start to the drive. They lose 4. It makes it now second down and 14. Here's a throw underneath to the back. And he will be stuffed for no gain. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Finds his man. It's LaBelle. He's stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now. The Wolverines will bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. And he fields it at the 15. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his big tight end. And the ball is picked off.
Well, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over. That's their second interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
The offense starts with a short field. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. Second down after that previous play. Hands it off on the counter. Oh, he fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Can he get there on the ground? Moves the ball to the 28. It'll be first down.
Man, I love the toughness from this offense here on third down and short. Being able to get behind a big physical offensive line. They get a hat on a hat, get enough of a push, and the back is able to get behind there and find just enough real estate to pick up the first down.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. gain makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the handoff. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's reeled in. It's LaBelle. And he's tackled just short of that 1st down marker. Good job by the defense. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Delivers quickly to the left side, and it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it. Incomplete. 2nd down coming out. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. It's a short completion to the tight end. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Here's a quick screen to the receiver. It'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. The Bulldogs will send their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Settled for a field goal last time out. Can they open things up on this possession? They'll try the right side on the toss. Oh, what a move. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Good enough for 1st down yardage. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And the wideout goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time. Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. So, Kirk, Michigan has the lead here at the end of the quarter. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the 2nd? Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Looking for his big tight end. Caught! He's wide open. Look out! They finally get him, but a big gain moves the ball to the 10.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
One man to the backfield, and he'll get the football. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that 2nd level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point gives them a double-digit lead. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Georgia, 0.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? First down, looking to throw the football. Taking a shot deep down the right side. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it. Second down play coming up for this offense. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looks to the left, pass caught. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain, nice play there. He gets loose. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Movement here from the tight end. Off the play fake. Looking to pass it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. The pocket breaking down. What a catch! They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. So the offense chooses to decline the pass interference penalty, and the result of that play will stand. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. Offense now behind the sticks on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Looking to throw it again. Pressure is coming. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, that's their second sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy's going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. The Dogs will bring their punt team on the field now. He's on to boot it away now. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They really had the defense. And now the handoff. Has the first down and more. Oh, he breaks free, still going. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there. Quarterback making some changes at the line. It's a toss play to the right. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Crucial third down play coming up. Out of the gun now on third down. Caught over the middle. It's ETN. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short. And he'll set up to throw. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. And the Wolverines offense is on the move now. Toss play to the outside. Gets the first and still running. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. A solid run, good for first down yardage. They'll run it from the gun. And he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. The defense swarming him that time. Important second down play coming up. It's a shotgun run call. They finally make the tackle, but it's going to be first and goal from the 6. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. The Wolverines will line up here on 1st down and goal. 1st and goal, handoff. Stop at the line, still a few yards short from pay dirt. It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Handoff inside, looking for the touchdown. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Launching one to the end zone. He had all day back there before throwing the strike. Touchdown, Wolverines! So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point makes it a 17-point game. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
17, Georgia, 0.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Grab by the receiver.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time. After the incompletion, they'll line up now for 3rd and 5. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking deep down the right side. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. The Dogs will have to kick this away. That's his 4th punt already today. And here's the fair catch by the return man. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. 2nd down play coming up. And the running back takes the handoff. Got the 1st down and still motoring. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The offense with 3 tight ends now in 1st down, trying to create a mismatch. They call the counter play here. The defense swarms him in the backfield. He had nowhere to run, loses 2 yards. It's the 2-minute timeout. We've got a blowout developing here. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Catch made on the left side. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Just trying to get rid of it. Oh, that one's picked off. Oh, he's bringing it back. Past the 20. Touchdown, Dogs. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow.
Man, that is every defensive lineman's dream. Maybe he played running back in high school or Little League. He showed some tremendous athletic ability once he came up with that interception to take it into the end zone.
And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT makes it a 17-7 game. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
17, Georgia, 7.
Returner trying to create good field position. Coverage team brings down the returner. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been unstoppable today. So quickly, all the way up to the 36 in its first down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Screen to the receiver in the flat. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call.
Holding.
So the big gain wiped away by the penalty, and the offense moving backwards. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. It's third down for the offense. Out of the gun now on third down. A deep shot right down the middle. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball. The Wolverines will line up to boot it away. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. And looking to throw now on first down. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Receiver in motion now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He fires this throw and is intercepted. He could go. Inside the 20. He goes down, but they'll have a chance here now just before halftime.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
So they start the drive here, looking to make something happen in the final seconds before halftime. Looking to throw it on first down. He's got it right near the end zone. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So on second down, they'll try out the field goal unit, trying to get 3 before halftime. After connecting on his first try, this is a chip shot from 22 yards out. The field goal is good. And they add to their lead.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the coverage team brings him down as the clock runs out on the first half of play. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. Exciting, action-packed, enormous drama. Talk about a first half of football. And these two defenses have shown uncommon discipline through 2 quarters, especially the D-backs. They've kept to their assignments, covering those receivers like cheap suits. Certainly not the fashionable wardrobe old KC wears here in studio. Anyway, yes, the passing game. Be better. How's that for a breakdown? That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
And the Wolverines will kick it off to begin the second half. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. And the priority here, take care of the football. 3 turnovers in the first half. That's why they're trailing. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Solid gain on the play there, wiped out by the penalty flag. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. They get him down, but he gets the ball across the 10-yard line. Offense getting set. Second down play here. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Receiver makes the catch. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He's got it in the open. They bring him down, but that's a good play. It moves the ball to the 39. Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. Offense looking to throw the ball. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Offense getting set. It's second down. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Looking to throw again. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Just outstanding combination of quickness and strength here by this Michigan defensive lineman. Makes me think of Aiden Hutchinson, who, of course, played here recently. Going back to guys like Rashawn Gary, Lamar Woodley, Frank Clark. Great tradition of Michigan defensive linemen on full display right now.
At first down, sack a surprise. It moves him back into fringe field goal range. What can they do on 2nd and long? Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And now they'll set up for the point after. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Offense will keep it on the ground here.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47. And a player is down, injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. 3rd down coming up after that running play. They try to sneak it for the first.
Well, that's the right call here by the offensive coordinator. Keep it simple. Just go right behind your line, but no push at all. The defense completely stops him there at the line of scrimmage.
That takes a big bounce and rolls all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Off the play fake on first down. Blitz and a quick sack.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
So now at the 13-yard line, it's 2nd and long. Takes off in a bootleg. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Pass complete on a crosser. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Oh, what a grab! Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36. First down, looking to throw the ball. Running back has it on a screen now. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So now from the 29, it's 3rd down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course thinking touchdown. Can he make it to the marker? They bring him down to the 13. This offense really threatening now to score. It'll be first down. Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. Trying to keep this impressive drive going, but the loss makes it 2nd down and 4. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. Extra point puts it in front by 1. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They go back onto the attack, but now behind on the scoreboard. Can they answer right away? And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. To bootleg here. It's a quick grab. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. They punted 4 times already on the verge of a 5th. They can't convert this 3rd down. Grab down the middle. It's ETN. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Looking to chuck it again. He lets it go. Caught over the middle. It's LaBelle. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Makes the grab. It's LaBelle. finding space at the 20. And he's finally forced out of bounds inside the 10. Big play to set up a first and goal. The defense better regroup after that big gainer. It's first and goal just outside the 5.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out with a...
Touchdown, Michigan. And they jump on top here in the second half. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
Now they'll go for a 2-point conversion. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. And they'll run it into the end zone so they go up by a touchdown here. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. Ball carrier brought down what is the final play of this third quarter. So, Kirk, Michigan has the lead here at the end of the quarter, sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats while we have a chance. As we head to the fourth, we could be in store for a classic finish. A spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake. Back at it to start the quarter, offense getting set to run a first down play. Starts with a quick pass to the left off the RPO. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. Ball moves to the 37 on the gain. It's first down. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quick pass to the flat to a receiver.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Caught quickly. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Offense looking to keep the drive going here. Third and short now from the 44. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Short connection to the tight end here. They move the ball across midfield and set up a fresh set of downs. This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's first and 10. There's the handoff. The player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Second down after that run on the previous play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. The receiver makes the catch. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. Third down upcoming after that completion. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They stop him behind the line. That's going to set up fourth down and short. And the Bulldogs will have to punt this one away. On the kick now for the 5th time today. And he lets it land, and it'll just bounce out of bounds. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. Going to bring up second down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. They'll try to run for the first down. That's a stop behind the line of scrimmage. They've got him for a 3-yard loss. The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. On the kick now for the 5th time today. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? Quick throw to his receiver. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will give the offense the football at the 46.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Here comes the offense looking to start the drive. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Toss play running right. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Throws it to the right. He makes the grab. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a 1st down. It's a keeper trying to get to the marker. And he picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground. The Wolverines come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. So let's see what the play caller likes here on 3rd and short from the +27. Can they pick up the 1st on the ground? That's enough to move the sticks. 1st down now from the 23. And the Wolverines pick up enough for a 1st down here. On the toss play, runner moving left. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. For the offense, a chance to extend the lead, but more importantly, milk the clock here late in the game. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Hits the running back in the flat. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher 2nd down on play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. Offense moving backwards here. A long way from the goal line now. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw for it. He's got it. Looking for the end zone. The completion picks up about 8 yards, but sets up a 4th down play now. And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. And that one's straight down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Returner looking to make a play here. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Quick completion to the tight end. He's brought down after a short gain that's not going to be 1st down yardage. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Makes a quick catch. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a 1st down. The Dogs come to the line to run the hurry up. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. A deep shot to the right. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. And he's into the end zone, but hold on. There's a flag on the field. This might be coming back. So the touchdown they desperately needed to cut into this big deficit wiped off the board. Ouch. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Running back grabs it on the screen. That's a nice gain, but he runs out short of the marker. So 4th down coming up. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. QB decides to keep it here. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Here's the second down play. Grinding away with a running game. That's a nice play. It'll set him up first down now at the 12. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Now they're running on the toss. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Second down, we're going to throw it. And that pass is incomplete. No idea who he's trying to throw it to. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Grab behind the line. It's Duggar. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So on fourth down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. And it's good right down the middle. And they add to their lead.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lane. The returner is brought down. Gets us started on the next drive. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Any hopes of staying alive in a playoff depend on making a play, scoring, and scoring quickly here. It's desperation time. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Pass caught, second down now. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. First down, they'll keep the drive going to the 37.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
He's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call.
Holding.
Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And the quarterback dropping back. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And the pass is broken up beautifully to prevent that big play. Incompletion sets up a second down. Looking to throw yet again. Delivers quickly to the left side. Oh, he makes the catch. And he'll be brought down. The Bulldogs will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. They're going to throw for it on third and short. Looking for a late deep throw. Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. And the quarterback keeps it here. No, he didn't get there. Tackled short of the marker. That is a crushing play as they try to cut in to this lead. It's a quarterback keeper. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, there's just so many things happening on these read option plays, and they happen fast. This defense has done a good job of trying to prevent this quarterback from hitting the big play. He gets some yards here, but at least he didn't get out for a big gainer.
And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Try and muscle for the first down. They make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration.
This has been a great game and a great opportunity for this offense to show what they've been all about all year. They win today, and they advance to the next round.
Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that's going to wrap it up. The loser starts the offseason. The winner moves on. And so do we. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.